Alright, so today we're going to apply finish to the rod that I've been working on. It's been a while, but coming back to it and see what we got going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Pro Coat finish and I'm going to use the syringes. Of course they're color coded, so pretty simple. These are worn off pretty good, but I'm going to use the 3 milliliters of each and just mix those up in a cup, and then I'm going to use my aluminum foil to put it out so that's all where most of the bubbles come out. So I'm just going to start it out with the blue. This is the resin. That's probably about right. So I'll just put that in my cup. And I usually close it up right away, so I don't want it to get bad or get too much air to it or whatever. And the same with the hardener. Now this appears to be discolored, but when I apply it, it won't be discolored. It'll dry clear. So, and I've tested this theory out multiple times. It's fine. As you see, it's starting to get a little brown in the bottom. Okay, so now close that up. And one thing I'd like to do sometimes, just to thin it out a little bit, also add a little alcohol to the mixture before I mix it. It just thins it out just a little bit. And then take a stick and just do this for about a minute or so. It'll get cloudy, and I keep doing it until it gets clear again. See that it's cloudy here a little bit, so just continue mixing it. Make sure to mix it all the way around, on the bottom and the sides. Usually takes about a minute. And since I'm putting it on the aluminum foil, I don't have to worry about air bubbles, because that usually dissipates any air bubbles that are in it. Alright, I think we're pretty good now. Just scoop it out. I just got a little old brush, nothing fancy at all. And I turn on my rod dryer, and I just dab it on. Really, the least amount of movement, the better, because it's meant to level out on its own. So I'll just put it along the wrap. Then I'll pay attention to the sections where the rod guide meets the rod, so I can get in the pockets. And this will be my first application of it. Probably do 2, maybe a third one. So this one's kind of a rough go. Just for this end, I'll try to keep it somewhat level. And the threads, I want to keep applying it until the threads really aren't visible anymore, because the thread just will bleed out if you don't put enough on there. Okay, so now once I'm here to this, where the rod guide is for the pocket, then I'll turn off the rod dryer once it's in the upright position, and then I'll fill in the spots, and then this will allow the finish to get inside the pockets, and it also prevents any issues of me trying to do this when it's spinning, because a lot of times you'll tend to miss when you're hitting the guide or something like that. And I'll go over on this one as well. And once I'm done here, I'll just start it back up and continue along. And you see it's dripping. It's no big deal. Alright, so let me start it back up. And I apply and just kind of string it along a little bit. Alright, I have to stop it again because I missed some spots. See, this part's a little rough over here, so just apply this straight on, and then I'll start it back up again. If you can't really see it, but when it stops, it starts to drip along the bottom, and then you just want to rough out the drips. So now it'll level itself out a little bit. Just go over here. And then I'll let this dry probably for about 24 hours. And then I'll come and look and see what we got going on for a second coat. More likely I'm gonna need more, because this is pretty light coat. Alright, I'll just edge along here. That's just about it. It's looking pretty good. Alright, now chances are it'll continue to drip a little bit because I did add a little extra in some spots, but it should be fine because I thinned it out with the alcohol a little bit, so it won't goop up as much as it would normally. Alright, so that's really it for the first application. And I'll probably come back tomorrow and show you what I got for the second one. Looks like I got a little spot here. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Alright, bye. Alright, so welcome back. I'm gonna put on my second coat of finish now. It's been 24 hours or so it should be good now. I already did my measurements, so now I'm just gonna mix it up in the cup. And then I'm just gonna apply it like I did before. And from the looks of it, it's pretty decent, but I just want to have an extra layer on there just in case. So you mix it up until it becomes clear and most of the air bubbles are out. And I put it on aluminum foil. And then the foil usually gets rid of the bulk of the air bubbles. Alright. So now, since I have the guide sitting up, I'm going to start this time by filling in the gaps at the base of the rod guide. And then when I turn this on, it'll fill it in a little bit better. Now, if this was really not very level, then I would buff it off with some sandpaper, but it seems pretty level, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. So I'm just gonna coat this area here. This tends to be a little more difficult when the rod is spinning. I'll just concentrate on the ends. Okay. So I think we're pretty good there. I'm gonna put it on the rod dryer. Get that spinning. Just start off at the end over here. Get that set up so it's pretty even. And then just put it on a little bit at a time. You don't want to move around too much because it levels itself. So just cover the area pretty good and then let it go. Pretty much good there. Now there are some air bubbles I'm seeing in here, but they may come out, but I'm gonna hit them with a little bit of heat, so see if that'll help. And this is empty, so I'll just use also help it move a little bit better too. See, I got some air bubbles here in the gray section. I'll try to go over this a little bit. Be careful not to actually hit the rod blink. You really shouldn't do this, but my alcohol burner is empty and I don't feel like putting anything in it right now. So it's a quick and easy fix. A little too much on there, so I'll spread it out by dragging it through to the other areas. So I still have another spot yet. Okay, we're good there. Hit it with the heat a little bit more. There, it comes back on. I think that's going to be pretty good. I might have to touch it up a little bit later on with the third coat. So there might be some spots that are a little off, so I might have to do that, but I think for the most part I'm done. Alright, so that's it for applying finish to a rod guide. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, thank you. Bye.